Hi everyone, welcome to the first video of 2024. Back in March last year, I made my first ever video for the channel, where I looked at my trophy list and went through the first 50 or so platinums that I'd got, and now 10 months on, this is part 2, where we'll look at the next 50 platinums that I got, up to number 100. Virginia is like a very arty game, and I played this when I was 16, and I feel like if I played it now I would appreciate it so much more, but I do think it's good. I don't actually know what people think about it, but I liked it. And now we do get to some of the easy platinums quickly. Goosebumps is basically you follow a guide. I got like 5 trophies in July, but when I came back in October I basically platinumed it in like an hour and a half, so we'll be seeing a lot of these, especially Code Realize. I have almost no memories of this, but this is a visual novel on the Vita where you could basically just hit a button and it would play the whole game, and I do think there were certain choices you had to make, but you know, you just follow a guide. But now we're getting to the good games. Guacamelee. I love Guacamelee. That's actually funny, I was looking at this before I started the recording. So you can see here, I played it when it came out, but I didn't finish it. Then I came back in July the year after, and I still didn't finish it. Then I came back in March the year after, and I think I did finish it here. See, I was getting complete all side quests, I was on my way to the platinum, and then I just stopped. And I came back in October the year after to finally get the platinum. So that took me 3 years and 4 attempts to platinum the game, but that did mean that I could play the PS4 version and platinum it in basically a day, I think. See, the 21st? Yeah, so almost 24 hours. So I put in 3 years of practice and I finally got the platinum in Guacamelee on PlayStation 3 and PS4. I just want to mention Big Fest, because this is a very easy platinum. You can see there 70% of people have it, but I basically played it for one night and never went back, and now there's a online one. I'm not so sure which one it is, but one of these you can't get, so like I would like to go back to it, but there's basically no point because it will be stuck at 99%. You can see here, this is one of my many attempts to get into Persona. I do like it, but I play like 20 hours and then I stop. I've done that so many times. I would like to actually finish one, especially with the remake of 3 coming out soon. And here we go. My Name is Mail. Not much to say about this one, but if you think about it, this might actually be one of the most influential games of the past 10 years, just in the way that it opened up the PlayStation Store to all the shovelware that you get now. So, I mean, not good influential, but it definitely is influential. Then Hitman Go. I think I played most of this without a guide, but then as I got near the end it just got way too hard. But I would like to go, I wish they kept making these, because they must be easy to make, and you just stick on a new like IP, because the Tomb Raider one came out and I played that. The Bunker. That's actually great. I remember we played this, like what, Christmas Eve, and I was up till, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be looking at this. Surely Santa was coming down at 4 in the morning on Christmas Eve. That's crazy. I think what it was, we started it and we didn't realise how long it would be. So we played like the whole game in one go. Yeah, maybe not the best use of your Christmas Eve, but I actually do like this, and I think FMV games have a lot of like negative attachment to them because people say they're like not real games, whatever. But I did like The Bunker, from what I remember. You have to keep in mind this is all like 7 years ago. Again, Jazzpunk is one I'd like to go back to just because I have almost no memory of it, and I think I would like it more now, but that's like an hour and a half platinum. Modern Warfare Remastered, what a game. To be fair, I do think I did cheat the Mile High Club, because you could in this one, couldn't you? Act it out, a game of charades. This is like an easy platinum, but we actually did play this, to be fair, over Christmas. But I mean, you could just think of your own ideas for charades, you don't need a computer to tell you. This annoying one, Sound Shapes. Sound Shapes was famous for being one of the first games where you could move your save across consoles. You could get the platinum on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 or Vita, and with that one save you can move it to the other 2 consoles and get 3 platinums for playing the game once. It is, I mean, people say it's an easy platinum, but there are hard levels, and there were like, what, 7 that I couldn't do, and now the servers are down, so if I want to get the platinum in all 3 games, I need to do the hard levels on all 3 platforms. I've tried to go back to this, but the levels were still too hard, even for me now. I bet people don't know that Doodle God is on the Vita. I mean, you can imagine that's an easy platinum. Well, no platinum, but you can imagine that's an easy 100%, just follow a guide. Day of the Tentacle. Actually, remember, I want to give a shout out to, there was a guy making platinum videos called Stay Patient, like platinum guides. Just randomly, he made a video saying like, that's me gone, like I'm quitting. And he's not posted anything since, and it's been like 6 years, so I remember following his guide for this game. So shout out to him, I hope he's doing well. Magus was on a list of games. It was like, if you get PlayStation now, you can play this, like what, 7 PM till, I don't know, I guess it took me, yeah, I was playing till the next day, but It's on that list of like, get PlayStation now and you can get this platinum in like 4 hours. It actually wasn't that bad. Like, it's obviously not good, but it's not that bad. This game is good. This is a racing game, but water-based. It's actually, I think I should be double checking, because these are what, 7-year-old opinions. Like, is this game good? I don't want to be saying a game's good and then all the comments are saying like, oh, did you not know the developers are cancelled? Severed is a game on the Vita that actually made use of the Vita and wasn't just a like game on the Vita. I think that's the same developers as Guacamelee as well. And again, The Little Acre. The Little Acre is a point and click visual novel. I think this is also a Stay Patient video that I followed. But yeah, this is when like Easy Platinums first appeared. Same with Deponia, that was another Easy Platinum. And then Nubla and the Widow de Nubla. I think these took 5 minutes or something like that. Yeah. 25 minutes or 35 minutes. And then again, the next day I got I think this is like the North American stack and then the EU stack. Then Mr. Musagi, Albedo. I'm not actually sure how many platinums I'll get through this video, but like, we don't need to talk about these, you know? They're just easy platinum games, they take like half an hour. I'm just going to quickly interrupt the video to say thanks for watching. Before March last year, I'd never properly made a video for YouTube, and in the past year, we've went from 0 subscribers to 550. So if you're new and you're enjoying this video, then please subscribe, because when we get to 1,000, it means that I can monetize these videos, and that means that I can put so much more time into this. If you've been here a while and you want to support me more directly, then consider becoming a member for the channel. We've got 1 loyal member so far, Emil, so if you'd like to join him in supporting the channel, then that would mean a lot to me. 2024 is going to be a big year for the channel, hopefully. I never thought that anyone would watch these. 125,000 people have watched the Simpsons video, which is just insane to me. So thank you so much for watching and joining me on the journey. And yeah, I hope you all had a good holiday, and here's to 2024. Persona 5, another game I played for about 20 hours and then stopped. I need to go back at some point. I actually have started. Just before Christmas I started Persona 5 Royal, and I played for about 5 hours and I've not been back, but I promise I'll go back and I might make a video, but that seems like an insane thing to do. Nier Automata. Actually, I'm checking. Yeah, so I think, did I buy the... Yeah, honestly, I know this is like contentious in the community, but I think it's cool that you can buy the trophies. Like, come on, who cares? Because you have to play like most of the game anyway to even get to the point where you can buy them, so come on, let people do what they want. Clockwork Tales, this is another point and click, probably another Stay Patient video. Telltale Game of Thrones. I wish this was better than it was. This is like the start of the downfall of... Not the downfall, but you know what I mean. Like, this was the start of like Telltale making like too many games and them not being that good. You can see I did that classic thing where you play, like February 2015, I played episode 1, then I played episode 2 right after. Then the next month I played episode 3, okay, that's good. And then in December I played episode 4, like what? Then in June, oh wait, I didn't even finish episode 4, so that's what I mean, like, then I went back in March, then I didn't even finish episode 5 and went back in May. It took me 2 years to actually play the game, that's bad. Yeah. Samoa Joe is in this game though, so that's cool. Maybe that bodes well for another game he's in coming up this year. Skyscrapers, I think this is like, and this is when they started to get easy platinums that were actual games. I guess it did only take me like 4 hours, but it's like some kind of fighting game where you have to climb up a tower as you go. Hitman Go, but Lara Croft edition. I think this is the same thing where I played most of it myself, and then when it got hard, I was like, oh, may as well just use a guide. Color Guardians, I actually have almost 0 memories of this game, which is quite bad. But I think this was on PlayStation Plus, maybe. Also, you see the WWE 2K games keep coming up. Usually what I did is I would get every trophy I could get without having to do it online, because there's always like annoying stuff. And also actually, there were loads of bugs in the universe mode. I don't know, actually my career was like crazy sometimes. You had to play for like 100 hours. So like make it fun then. Which it is now, ish. Titanfall 2, one of the best first-person shooter campaigns ever made. I'm not into like multiplayer stuff that much, so I played Apex for a little bit, and I do like the Star Wars games, but come on, Titanfall 3. This annoying one. Actually, it's funny that they're back to back, but Marvel Heroes Omega is like Diablo or even like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but it was online. So I played it for a little bit, and I didn't mean to go back, but there were just other games, and then they shut the servers down. So even though the game is like mostly single player, you just can't play it anymore, and this will always be stuck at 1%, which is very annoying. Then I guess you can see here, don't know why they're in a funny order. I think it might be I went back to do some of the DLC ones after. First 3 Uncharted Platinums, and this is good actually because I only have these on PS4, and I have been meaning to go back to get the original versions, but it's just, you know, there's too many games to play. You can't be going back to play old Uncharted games. Wheels Over the Ellie is like a visual novel, but the framing of like a car, So you get like cutscenes in a car, and then you choose what you want to do at the end. And I think, yeah, you can see here, it's like a short game, but there's loads of endings, so you just need to play it over and over again. But I did like it for what it was. Coffin Dodgers is a Mario Kart clone, and it was actually quite fun. 4-hour platinum, so 3-hour platinum actually. So, and I think also this is when I started up my American account, and the sales on there were like so much better back in the day. So I think I must have got that for like £2. Same with Energy Cycle. This is another, like, it's an easy platinum, but it does take effort. Or is that right? I think it's one of the ones where it takes 10 minutes to platinum, but it is actually hard. You have to actually like put effort in. And I remember actually someone, I wonder if I still have the message, but someone messaged me offering to pay me to get him the platinum in this. And I didn't do it, but obviously I'll take it out his information, but I could have got something for that. But that was the thing, it was like the game was actually quite annoying. So I was like, nah, I'm okay. And also I was like, how do you even do that? You know, how's he going to send me the money? Detuned is another one that annoys me because I think I played this on PlayStation Now, on the PS4. And there's a trophy for uploading music, which you can only do on the PlayStation 3. So you can still do that, I think. I think it is worth it if I had the PlayStation set up, but I don't at the moment. And this is like when I got PlayStation Now, and I was like, oh, I should go back to play these. Isn't that weird? You know when people like don't understand how to do the trophy sets, and they give them like weird names? Mortal Kombat and Collateral Damage did them back to back. It's weird that the developers didn't do anything after this, because it was such a big like meme game on YouTube. And it is like, it's not good, but it's not bad, you know, it's like, it's fun. But it's just weird that, like, you know, it's been 7 years. Heavy Rain, obviously, David Cage, you know, we don't need to talk about him, but I don't know, I just love this game. It has so many issues, and I first played this when I must have been like 11 or 12, it must have been like 2021, I watched 7 for the first time, and it was so funny how much of a rip-off it is, just in like the style and like the way it's shot. I just thought it was so funny. Ratchet and Clank 2016, this is actually, I think I went back because I got, like when it came out, I did like most of it, but I think I missed a few. I missed quite a lot actually. I think what it was the disco one. Where is it? Like this one is missable. It's like there's an enemy type that only shows up once, so if you don't get it, you need to start the game again. So I think because I missed that, I couldn't be bothered doing any of the other side stuff. And I think you also, you had to play it again anyway. So I think I just waited a year until I was like fresh, like I could play it again and actually enjoy it. Came back to got the platinum. Then I guess that inspired me to go back, because it must have been the exact same thing. Like I played this when, in 2010, did most of it, and my blaster runs hot, very hot. That's like the hardest one in the game. But I mean, I was 10 when I first played this, and I found it hard. But then obviously coming back when I was 17, I was a pro gamer, so it definitely was hard. You can see, it took me like half an hour maybe, but nowhere near as hard as it was. Oceanhorn, this is a super underrated game. It's basically the closest thing you get to Zelda on actually, is it? I mean, surely there must be like a Zelda game that someone's made, like Tunic maybe, I don't know, but it's basically like a Zelda game, like that's all it is. And what was annoying, they put out a sequel, but it was only on iOS for ages, and then it came out on Switch, and we've been waiting, and then it is finally out on PlayStation. It's a bit expensive for like what, a 5-year-old game at this point. I'm waiting for a sale. Legend of Korra, I know that people don't like this that much, but I'd never seen the show, and I've only just started watching Avatar, like the actual show. So I don't know if people were annoyed about how it's different from the show, if that makes sense, or if the game is actually bad, but I don't know, I liked it, like, 7 years ago. Tekken 7, that's actually it was my only Tekken game. Yeah, I just liked it. This had like an easy, well not even easy, it just had like an accessible platinum, it was like, there wasn't like beat 50 people online, anything like that. Yeah, like fight 10 online battles, that's all it is, so I appreciate that. Bastion is one of my favourite games of all time, and it originally came out on Xbox. Actually, I think this might be the first time it came out on, I played it so many times on Xbox, then played it so many times on PC, and finally getting the platinum in that was amazing. Until Dawn, I think this is the same thing, where I played it at launch, and it was just like so annoying. Like, I don't know. I would like to play this again to see if it is good, because I don't know, I don't have like good memories of it. And also, I bought the Quarry ages ago. It's just been sitting on the floor. Like, I've got the case. It's just been sitting there for like what, a year and a half at this point. Puzzle Showdown. This is like another, we don't need to talk about this. It's a jigsaw game. Stickbold is a actually good dodgeball game. It's quite hard. Well, is it hard? I think, you put on like very hard, so sure. But yeah, you people get that like dirt cheap now, so check that one out. I remember I went back to get PlayStation All Stars, and this one does have online ones, and I just gave up. And even without that, it is quite like grindy. Like, you need to be arcade mode with every character. So it was like the idea that even if I did all this grindy stuff, then I still might not get the platinum, because I can't get this. I think it was this one. So you have to use your like special and kill everyone in the match. Then I went back to Borderlands, Yeah, well, this is one. So I played this on Xbox at first, and again, it was one I played over and over again. Then when I got a PC, I played that over and over again. So just a fun one to get the platinum for. I do prefer 2 though. I don't know if that's a controversial opinion, but definitely prefer 1 over 3. Telltale's Batman, another one that I just don't care about. People do like this one though. Don't know what I was doing playing this on Christmas Day. I don't actually. I cannot explain that one. Hellblade. Very excited for the new one if it's coming out this year. I don't know why I bought this game. Uncharted Lost Legacy. I don't know if this is controversial, but I actually think this is the second best Uncharted game. Maybe third. Let me know in the comments. But I remember I did like this one because it let you use cheats for concussion. So, I mean, if they're going to let you do it, then I'll do it. Okay, now I don't actually know what number we're at officially. I think we're at Platinum 85. Remember, like, I'll put a comment explaining why the numbering system is so confusing. But PSN Profile says that Uncharted Lost Legacy is 85. So we're going to keep going. I think we'll go to 100 just so I can say that PSN Profiles has said that this is it. This is one I'll be going back to very soon because I basically have the platinum in this except for beating it on hard. So that's all I have to do. And with the new South Park game coming out, I feel like there's a good like synergy there. So is it end of February I think or start of March? I'll be playing this. Human Fall Flat. This was so good, but I remember there being like a glitchy one that was annoying. But not like you had to beat the game in one go or something. I don't know, I remember there being like loads of stuff that's like, oh yeah, like beat the game, start 10 and 1 done. But that was just annoying because it's like it's a co-op game, right? So you're like scheduling like, okay, let's play now, and you're like, oh no, but we can't stop now because I need to get the speed into DLC. Like, yeah, I need like so much DLC. Don't know if this is free or not because I would like to. I mean, they seem easy, right? But is this Amnesia 1 and 2? Yeah, I think this is one where the game is like interesting, but flawed, if that makes sense. You know, it's like fun to watch like PewDiePie play it like 10 years ago. And then I think the second one is just a bad game. But yeah, I think this is one I just followed a guide on YouTube. I definitely was not attempting whatever this is. It's quiz time, remember that? Playlink. Any Playlink fans out there? Minecraft PS4. I mean, this one, I think they have another stack now, don't they? Because there's so much DLC. Yeah, I mean, what do you mean? It's Minecraft. This was funny though, actually, because like, I actually platinumed it in 2014. And all I had left was play for 100 days and the skeleton one. And like, this is easy. But I think it was more the idea that I was like, oh, I need to just keep my console on, like, you know, when's it going to pop? But yeah, I just found it so funny that it took me 3 years to actually finish it. Hat in Time, this game's so good. See, again, it's like, what are these guys up to? Because this was like a huge Kickstarter at the time, I think. And it kind of brought back those style of games. Like, there was the Ukulele came out just after that. And is that it? There must be more. Undertale. Do you know, I actually wish, this is something I need to go back to. Because I just don't get it. And I wish I did. I think what it is, I think I came to it too late and I knew like what the point of it was, like the pacifist thing and how it's like a play on like JRPGs. So I think knowing, it's like Spec Ops The Line, you know, it's like it's not going to hit as hard if you know what the game actually is. I don't know, I need to go back to it just because it has so much hype. And especially like I guess I actually started this before I went to uni for game design. And it's such like a game design game, but I mean Cat Quest, that's just fun. There's no like pretenses of like, oh, did you catch this? Did you know this? If you do this, then this will happen. This is just like, yeah, it's like a game. And they got a big spot in the PlayStation Showcase last year. Just need to remind everyone of that. This is not some indie game. It was in the PlayStation Showcase. Cat Quest 3 is coming. And again, this is one where people said it was an easy platinum. And it was definitely, like, I mean, it's not hard, but like, look at that. Took me 4 days. This is one where, did I actually, see I never finished this when it came out, I think. Yeah, I played episode 1. That was it. I've just played episode 1. Yeah. It's just a thing of like you play a game and you enjoy it and then they're like, oh, come back 2 months later. Like, well, I can't. But I will come back 3 years later. I know this is controversial because I know what the opinions are for this, but I think 2 is much, much better than the first one. And I think 2 is better than 3 as well. And I think 3 is better than 1. And I think Before the Storm is that's bad. That's bad. So I think Energy Invasion is Energy Cycle, but that's the North American stack or something like that. It's the exact same game. So it took 18 on 70%. So that's the thing. I would have like almost done this. I need to go back to Dead to the Island at some point. I think it'd be fun for the channel. I did like most of it. I did the killing all the zombies. I did that like first basically. So I've got the Mega Man gun. And like, you know, I'm level 50. So this would be a good like cleanup because I'm most of the way there. I just need to actually finish the game. But obviously I also need to do the 7-day survivor, which takes like 10 hours. So maybe if I ever start going live, that could be, I mean, I wouldn't do that. How many talk all day? Format 8. See, this is a game, I actually need to check if people think this is good, because I think this is like actually good. It's like a Metroidvania where you're like a little floating ball, and you get like a bunch of power-ups. I need to check, do people like this game? Hue is good as well. And I think actually, now I'll check, I'll find out who it is, but I saw on Twitter, I think, that someone's making a video about why this should have a platinum, so check that out, because I mean, it should. Especially if you see all the stuff that gets platinums now. Doodle God also got a PS4 release, if you didn't know. So I think this is like, I think it was a double, like a cross-buy thing with the Vita, but it was just like, I'm not going to spend my afternoon playing Doodle God on Vita, then on PS4. That's another Mad Max. I would like to go back to this, but I actually need to play it because people say it is good. But again, there's a online one that they've took the servers down for, so A Way Out. There's actually quite, I played this with my kid friend, and she doesn't play games that often, so, I mean, like, spoilers for A Way Out, but I was like helping her through the game, like, I mean, same with It Takes Two, you know, I was like waiting for her and helping her like learn the buttons, and then at the end when you have to like shoot each other, I just felt so bad. I was like, there's no competition here. Vostok Inc. is very good, and I bet most people haven't heard of it. It's like a incremental game, like Cookie Clicker, where you basically just shoot things, you get money, then that you can buy things that get you more money, blah 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 blah. But I actually have slightly bad memories of this, because at the end, I played for about 2 hours. Maybe not that long, but like I played for like way longer than I thought I did, because I didn't see this Trophy pop. I don't know how, but I was using all the weapons, and I can't remember exactly what it is, but I think it was like annoying. You had to go and switch them, and then it wasn't popping. So I was like, okay, I'll do it again, do it again, do it again. And I checked it, and it was like half one. I checked my trophies, and I got it. So, I mean, not in a bad way, but it's like, come on, what's going on? Yeah, because as you know, I need to go back to this at some point, but I don't want to have to learn Mahjong. And also this one is like a RNG thing, and that's annoying. So, What Remains of Edith Finch, PS4, but when this came out on PS5, obviously I played the game like so many times now, so I'm first achiever on that, which is, only one person can be first achiever. Crash 3, when we get to 1,000 subs, we'll be doing that. Just so you know, I have recorded Crash 2 for 100 subs, but like, I don't like the game that much, and the video won't be good, so I think what I'm going to do is put 2 and 3 together, maybe, or I might just find a way to make 2 fun, but I don't know, I just think 1 is like so much better than 2. And this is definitely number 100. Like, I don't know what happened with the number system, but this is number 100 because if you remember, actually we'll look at the date, okay? So I finished all of it in November 2017, but I waited till July to get the platinum, and you might wonder, why did you do that? So you see here, 10th of July 2018 at 3 minutes past 4, I got the platinum, okay? So if we go all the way down, you would have seen this in the first video as well, but if we go all the way down to the first platinum, Lego Harry Potter 1 to 4, on the 10th of July 2010 at 3 minutes past 4. So I basically timed this, like I got the exact same trophy last. 8 years apart, my first platinum and my 100th platinum. Yeah, I just thought that was fun. And so the video will now end, I swear. 100 platinums. This was like 38 to 100, I guess. But basically I decided way before this that this was going to be number 100. So that's why I finished it in November and I left it. But that meant at some point I got to 99, and that meant I could no longer get any platinums until I had this one. But I had to wait till July. So if you look at all these, you'll see that they're also, I finished this one in May and then came back. All of these games, I'll talk about them in the next part, but all of these games I basically left with 1 trophy left, like an easy one, and then I would come back to finish it. So like, show Sleeping Dogs, say, finished it in February, but I didn't actually, like I left it, you didn't just need to go about and like buy food. So I left that one so I could get Lego Harry Potter 1 to 4 as my 100th platinum. And yeah, so it took me 8 years to go from 1 to 100, and now in the 6 years since, I've got 264 since then. These are the stats from the first video in March last year, and these are my stats now. Level 666. That's, I mean, I'm scared. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want part 3, because we've got so many other games to go through. And stay tuned for a video about the Game of the Year polls that I've been doing. And in general, just stay tuned for more of the usual videos where I platinum games. Thanks for watching.